Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th Canto, Chapter 13, Text number 35. Iti vavasita vipras tasya rajñah prajataye purodasham niravapan shipi vistaya Vishnave. Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Thus, for the sake of a son for King Anga, they decided to offer oblations to Lord Vishnu, who is situated in the hearts of all living entities. Purport. According to sacrificial rituals, animals are sometimes sacrificed in the yajna arena. Such animals are sacrificed not to kill them, but to give them new life. Such action was an experiment to observe whether the Vedic mantras were being properly pronounced. Sometimes small animals are killed in a medical laboratory to investigate therapeutic effects. In a medical clinic, the animals are not revived. But in yajna arena, when animals were sacrificed, they were again given life by the potency of Vedic mantras. The word Shipi Visthaya appears in this verse. Shipi means the flames of the sacrifice. In the sacrificial fire, if the oblations are offered into the flames, then Lord Vishnu is situated there in the form of the flames. Therefore, Lord Vishnu is also known as Shipi Vishtha. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport. So, as is the common standards of followed in Vedic civilization, here King Anga also is organizing offering of a yajna to Vishnu in order to fulfill his desire for a son. This is a normal for the world that runs on the principles of a Vedic civilization. In the material world, whether it's a king or anybody, any living entity, they all have different desires at different times. And these desires, the method of getting these desires fulfilled is by pleasing Vishnu in different forms. Some may be indirectly, some may be directly, but they have to please. That's called yajna. Either directly Vishnu or his representatives, demigods. And then by the blessings of Lord Vishnu, who is the Param Ishvara, who is the supreme controller of everything, who is the provider of everything, who is the maintainer of everyone. By blessings of that Lord who is all-pervading, one can get one's desires fulfilled. In any case, everyone's life is about continuously fulfillment of desires. Either some new desires or some desires of the past life that manifest in our mind. And if there is sufficient accumulation of sukriti or punya, then very happily, very smoothly, those desires get fulfilled. Just by the person executing his duties, these fruits of his past activities keep manifesting in one's life. Alternatively, when the living entities have desires, when one does not have sufficient of punya, then in spite of all kinds of endeavor, the desire does not get fulfilled. We are talking about the laws of karma, even the karmis in this material world. The Lord is involved directly and indirectly with everything in this existence. So naturally here, the King Vena also is taking that path. Let me perform yajna to Lord Vishnu. And here the method is to satisfy the Lord who comes in the form of the fire, offering oblations. There are many authorized manifestations of the Supreme Lord into this material world, like this one, the fire. The fire in the Homakunda. The Lord incarnates. That means Lord is everywhere. Lord is everywhere, Lord is in everything. The very same Lord, even though everywhere, but He is in His unmanifest form. When there is a personal call, then the Lord manifests in that. Just like so many fires are there. But in all of them, Lord is there. But He is not manifest. There is no place where the Lord is not existing. If somebody wants, if you want a relationship, then He will come. So this is one of the authorized ways in which scriptures say that you perform this homa, then that fire, Lord comes as a fire and it accepts your particular type of offerings and He becomes pleased. Just see one important thing that we have to understand. We can notice from this is that whenever these, whether it is for material desires or otherwise, spiritual desires, simply one does not stand and pray and pray and pray and pray. Unlike the normal understanding in the modern world with respect to other religions like Christianity, Just go on praying, 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 praying. Praying is only first part. Then you have to act to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is a Vedic system, not simply praying. Some in modern world, it largely due to the influence of Christianity. For everything, pray, 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 they say. Pray doesn't end up like that. Praying, the prayers of a person will be powerful if he has got backed up with lot of punya. If he is not backed up with that activities just for pleasing the Lord, of course the prayer of a pure devotee is different, because he's got infinite sukruti in terms of the need for material shakti. He has got unlimited. So therefore, any Vaishnava just desires, it comes true. Vancha kalpatrubhescha kipasindevaccha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anything you desire, a Vaishnava can fulfill. Why? Because Vaishnava is accumulated with a lot of blessings of the Lord. He has earned, it is with him. So prayer also requires prayers, blessings, all these things require transfer of, ultimately action is very important. Materially also, action, reaction is what delivers results. Spiritually also, activity for pleasing the Supreme Lord. Devotional service. It is a devotional service that gives one the power to fulfill one's desires. For instance, we have desire to awaken our Krishna consciousness. If we do not perform the required yajna as prescribed in the Shastras, which pleases the Supreme Lord, it is not possible for us to awaken our Krishna consciousness. Simply by praying, you cannot awaken your Krishna consciousness. Or simply by talking to the Lord, please awaken me, awaken me. Yes, that is very important. Desire is very important. But desire should be followed up with acts that pleases the Supreme Lord. So in the yajna, you offer oblations. There the Lord manifests in the form of fire. In the deity, the Lord manifests in the form of a deity. There he receives different kinds of seva. That pleases the Supreme Lord. The Lord manifests as Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. There, the offering is offering of your soul, attention. Your offering of your soul to chant and hear and keep away everything else. So immediately the holy name is pleased. And the Lord is manifest. Lord is unlimited. The Supreme Lord is of unlimited shades of reciprocation he has. He is everything. Every shade of reciprocation is within him. But what is that? Ye tamam prabodhante tam sate bhajamiham. First one is that we please the Supreme Lord in different forms in which he appears in this world. whether it's a deity or the holy name or yajna, fire. That is one thing. Then the quality of reciprocation of the Lord depends upon the consciousness of the person. Because obviously, pleasing is a relationship. Yajna is a relationship. So in a relationship, Lord, you want relationship, the Lord comes before us. He manifests before us. After manifesting before us, what is the quality of relationship you have? Are you in a proper respectful attitude? Are you in a begging mood? Are you in a mood of great faith that the inconceivable Lord can personally present himself in the fire, can personally present himself in the sound, can present himself in the deity due to his omnipotency? One should have faith in the omnipotency of the Lord. Because it's incarnation. What you are seeing before you is a material fire. A fire of matter energy. What you are seeing as a deity is a matter energy. Panchabhuta. What you are chanting, uttering, is with your material tongue. You are generating a material sound. So you need a quality of Shraddha. Very important. In devotion service, Shraddha is very important. Without Shraddha, you won't feel that you are having a relationship with the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord offers relationship to all the living entities in unlimited ways. That we have to understand. And these different ways are authorized and revealed in the scriptures, in which all ways He is personally available for you to offer service to Him and please Him. Devotional service to the Supreme Lord is a perfection for all living entities. Perfection of life is to serve the Supreme Lord always, 24 hours. Because that is our position, we are eternal servants of the Supreme Lord. So, we see here that when there is a desire, it's not simply resulting in sitting and praying day and night. In doing something that pleases the Supreme Lord. Performing yajna. So we as devotees, we have so many desires to please the Supreme Lord. We should not simply get into the habit of going on praying to the Lord and not doing anything. Very important to understand, because the modern tendency, if at all somebody is God conscious, of course, first, they are not God conscious. Second, even if they are God conscious, they are not directed properly. They go on only praying. Pray and do what pleases the Supreme Lord. Of course, in the matter of only praying, there is a tapasya also of constantly thinking of the Lord. That also will have the benefit of yajna, but not very effective. Because our consciousness is not pure. Thinking of the Lord is one of the most powerful yajnas. Manmana baho mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskaru mamaiveshi satyante pratijnane priyosime. But the way of thinking of the Lord in Kali Yuga is by chanting the holy names of the Lord. So the Lord does not have to be repeatedly told, please fulfill this, please fulfill this. He's not deaf. He knows your heart. Once is enough if required also. Your heart is in pain, you cry once is enough. But you have to do, with faith, we have to worship Him, please Him, as prescribed by Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. Then the results will come. You create. Let's say something is not within the karma. Now King Anga, not within his karma, his son, to get a son. So now they are doing a yajna. Krishna can change the destiny. The Lord can change the destiny of the living entity. So focus of a devotee should always be how I can please the Lord. Even if it is for a purpose, doesn't matter. It begins like that. One should get in the mood of offering oneself to the Supreme Lord. Oh, Krishna knows I want to become a devotee. I want to become a pure devotee. Why doesn't He make me a pure devotee immediately? He can. Why doesn't He do it? Doesn't work like that. We have to do the right things as directed by the spiritual master in order to become the pure devotee. And that is exactly what we are performing our sadhana bhakti as per the instructions of the spiritual master. If you perform sadhana bhakti with right quality, we will progress faster. If we perform it with less quality, we will progress less faster. So much is in our hands. So much is given in the living entity's hands. How fast you want to run towards the Supreme Lord. We are the only people who are slowing down, becoming a pure devotee. Because constitutionally we are all pure devotees. Every living entity is a pure devotee. Every soul is a pure devotee. The soul is covered by ahankara, unconstitutional ego, false ego, in forgetfulness of the Supreme Lord. That is why we are acting in this world with different kinds of false egos. That is not in the interest of the soul. Bhakti, love of God, to act in devotional service to the Lord, alone, that the essence of sadhana bhakti. How to train our consciousness, how to purify our chitta, consciousness, of all the false enjoyership, false ownership, false enjoyership over everything that we see, and submit ourselves to the enjoyment of the Supreme Lord. That is taught in Bhagavad Gita. And that is what is the foundation of sadhana bhakti. It means action. It means action. It means service. It means sacrifice. It means patience. It means tolerance. In order to follow what the spiritual master has said, you have to bring up all these qualities in ourselves. Without those qualities, our quality of following the instructions of the spiritual master will not be good quality. So much of how fast my consciousness should become clear and clean and depends on us. A lot depends on us. There is no pushing. The Lord doesn't push. Guru doesn't push. Do like this, do like this. If you do in quality, you can run faster. Chant offenselessly. Guru is dead. Left to us. You want to chant offenselessly? Do you want to struggle to chant and hear offenselessly? You get Lord's blessings. Running faster in spiritual life means getting more blessings of the Lord. He is enabling us. And we are also preparing ourselves. I do not want anything unwanted in me. Daiviyesh gunamayi mama maya duratyaya mamevaye prapadyante mayam etam tarantite. Krishna says, if you really want, you surrender to me and I will free you from Maya. Surrender means total surrender. What is total surrender? Every moment of mine is now is at your lotus feet. Every situation is at your lotus feet. I surrender. Make me do what you want. I'm yours. I'm your servant. I don't want to do anything on my own. That sense of proprietorship, independent proprietorship over actions, proprietorship over anything. That's the meaning of surrender. I myself belong to you. Because every living entity's owner is Krishna. I myself belong to you. First that is where I am refusing to surrender. So if I belong to somebody, then that somebody should be the proprietor. Means he should use me the way he wants. So any other way is called ahankara. So training our consciousness to act in devotion service, to please the Supreme Lord with quality consciousness, background consciousness, is real progress of our spiritual life. So just see, one has to understand this principle of yajna. Doing activities for the pleasure of the Supreme Lord. Devotional service is a yajna, the activity. So activity is a route for us to come out of the material world, not sitting and thinking something. Activity, acting, the right things, means devotional service, dovetailing our tendency for so many activities into devotional service to Guru and Krishna is an escape route from this material world. He is the fulfiller of all desires, even spiritual desires. So a great sense of responsibility to oneself arises when one understands that how important is what I do, what I don't do. Where I am today is because where each one of us is in different situation, because of all that he has done and not done in the past. Certain things he refuses to do, like sinful activity. I refuse to do devotion service. You grab the opportunity. Any questions?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. This regarding this, we have an understanding of do's and don'ts in the path of spiritual journey. But still, the urges are in such a way, like, the urges are in such a way that first and foremost we forget that do's and don'ts itself. In the path
No, that is the reason why we have to understand what Prabhupada, when Prabhupada says that these anarthas can go. The first can go only by replacing it. Anartha means misusing something. Misusing desire. Soul has a capacity to desire. You misuse that desiring capacity. When you misuse it, you are now covered. The desiring capacity is of that the soul. But you are covered with a chittam, a contaminated consciousness, with the history of all yours. So that is what you are. If you write a profile of yours, it is not the profile of your soul now. It is the profile of your chittam. So all those things are in the yantra. So the yantra has a certain default mode of functioning in this material world. Each yantra has a default mode. If you are not a devotee, how it will function? Those forces are still there. And those forces, many of the forces are against the self-interest of the soul. So the Guru gives do's and don'ts, which are in the self-interest of your real you, not the false ego of this body, which has a beginning and an end. Not for his benefit. For real self-interest, the do's and don'ts are given in the Shastras. Real self-interest. So first thing we need to understand, that is why it is said that by associating with the holy name, one gets the realization of these two things. My covered personality called yantra, and my real personality, which is sleeping now, needs to awaken, which has a different standard of happiness, different standard of pleasure. Whereas this, in my bodily concept, I, as a social person of this material world, I have got my karmic forces, which will act like a ghost, false ego. Many of my acts, it will not accept the do's and don'ts. So the realization that what is me and what is not me is very important to strictly follow the do's and don'ts. If you differentiate, this is my interest, this is against my interest. That understanding has to come. Sense gratification is not in my interest. My means soul. This is not even my senses. This is body senses. Body is not even mine. How can I say this is my interest? I am gratifying false ego's interests. So that differentiation between matter and spirit, there is a spiritual system, which is you, the soul, in this body, and there is a material mind-body system. So the detachment from the mind-body system, I am not the body, then only you will be able to deal with the body without any emotions. As long as we identify with the body, then we think that, we are depriving ourselves of something. If you identify yourself with the body, you are thinking, oh, I am controlling myself so much. I like freedom. I don't want to be controlled. But if you don't identify with itself, because you see, you are very liberal in controlling others, isn't it? You don't care. Arey, usko control karo. Immediately you'll control. Control yourself. No, why should I control myself? So similarly, when you see your mind and body as alien to you, and for that to see it alien to you, you have to see what you are. Your real self-interest. So this awakening has to happen. What is your real you? I am eternal servant of Krishna. So these things, all holy name will reveal to us. And then, without the support of chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, it is not possible at all to follow any do's and don'ts. All that Prabhupada has told us, do's and don'ts, we are able to do because of the support of the chanting. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Without spiritual Shakti, not possible to do sadhana bhakti. And that spiritual Shakti is coming from direct association of the Lord in the form of, means quality association. You get more Shakti if you have quality association of the holy name, quality association of Sankirtana, quality association of reading Prabhupada's books. Then you will get the Shakti. Otherwise, the do's and don'ts, when we are attached to this body, if the body says some do and you want to say no, you find it very difficult. Whether it is do's or don'ts, we should be detached to execute it. It's not me, it is my yantra. I had to change my yantras, functioning. Default mode of functioning I should change. That is the meaning of developing sadachara. Achara, sadachara means habit, changing habits. Samskara means habit, default modes of functioning, default modes of reacting. Samskara. People with different samskaras, they respond differently to what they come across. So we have to develop Vaishnava samskara, Vaishnava achara. All our acharyas have said that without Vaishnava achara, the soul does not wake up. If the soul has to wake up, then you need a Vaishnava lifestyle. Devotee's lifestyle means habituated lifestyle. That is what Prabhupada first changed in the Westerners. Change your lifestyle. Otherwise, your chanting will not be very effective. Follow 4 regulative principles and chant, then you will see how effective the chanting will be. Any other question?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Prabhu here, yes. So, Prabhu, when generally we are in this preaching service, otherwise also once we become monk in ISKCON, so we come across like lot of the people whom we are connected, they tell lot of things to pray. So they have so many prayers and they will say, because Swamiji, you are close to God, you are a Swamiji in temple, so can you please pray to God for me? And then, for example, so many kinds of desires they will have. So how should we pray that to the Lord? Should we exactly pray those things to deities here? What should we do that?
What they're saying is correct. Because we are chanting. If we pray for them, that will be more effective. So if they are doing service to the Supreme Lord, then we as a devotees, you have helped me serve my Lord. So I will chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare to the Lord for your welfare, for their welfare. Whether the Lord wants to satisfy that specific desire or not, we ourselves, for our own case, we don't do it. How do we do for somebody else for specific thing? So there is specific praying, and there is this specific praying is not in the Vaishnava way. It's mostly in all this other kind of Christian religion and all those things. Specifically pray. Ye kaam hona hai. Should not pray like that. In fact, we should preach to them. What is good for you, Lord will do. We should tell them. Yes, I'll pray. What is good for your soul will happen. ऐसा आशीर्वाद करके आगे बढ़ो. And it's a fact also. And that's what you want to do. What is good? I don't want to order the Lord. ऐसा करो, ऐसा करो, ऐसा करो.
In that prayer also, one major example I come across. In that prayer thing, many times when we ask donations from donors, they will say, Swamiji, my so much money is stuck somewhere, or I have given to somebody and they have not returned. If I get that money, or if that business happens, I will give so much to the temple. So in that case, should we pray?
You pray, no. If it so pleases you, release that money. This soul is saying, I'll give you. If it so pleases you, final verdict nahi bolna hai. If it so pleases you, after all, the seva dena chahte hain. So if it so pleases you, let that money be released. All this, you don't need specific prayers. You just in your heart, you feel like that. Krishna will fulfill. Any other question? Yes.
In the class you said practice, patience, tolerance should be brought in our devotional service every day. How to do it? Practical tips I want. And second question is, you said you have to do total surrender. I don't want anything for myself. But you said everyone should desire to become pure devotee. So two questions are there. How to understand?
Yes, the total surrender is a consciousness that we should practice. Means we encounter every day in our life different situations in our devotional service. To learn how to completely depend upon the Lord for direction, for everything. Apart from, normally what do? We try to use our intelligence, we try to be very smart to overcome the challenges. That is one way of dovetailing. Another way of dovetailing is to completely depend upon the Lord and believe that Krishna will show me the way. whatever I do is under his guidance, etc., etc. This is a matter of, culturing a kind of consciousness when we do devotional service. When we do our japa. So the spirit, we know what it is, surrender. Then we have to practice that. That sense of independence, sense of a kind of a faith in oneself. A kind of a faith independent of God in oneself. Faith in one's own intelligence, independent of God. If the whole world is only having that faith, people have only that faith. Their faith in their intelligence, their faith in their money power, their faith in their health, their bodily power, their faith in their influence power. This is by default, the whole world is running like that. And according to that karma, Krishna allows. Reciprocates. Material nature, kala reciprocates. But in the case of the devotee, he has also material body, he has also material intelligence, he has also material everything, he has also got karmic forces within himself. But over and above all that, he is offering everything at the feet of the Lord. And he understands that he has faith that Krishna will give me the intelligence. I offer what intelligence I have. Krishna will give me any shortcome of intelligence to do my service. I offer my physical strength in my service of the Lord, but if there is any shortage, Krishna will provide me. And only if I achieve anything, if I do anything, it is because two things. One is your offering of what God has given you, plus what new things that God has provided, what Krishna in my heart has provided beyond my karma to execute his service. Therefore, I am able to successfully do my service. Like that, you can see in your life, your practical devotion service, you will learn how to see it as a dynamic relationship with the reciprocation with the Lord in the heart. We all in our devotion service, we are continuously having reciprocation with the Lord. But some are able to see, some will not be able to see. So we should learn how to see. When we see, then our service enhances our quality of devotion service. Because after all, we are serving Prabhupada and Krishna, their mission. They are directly involved. It is not simply we are impersonally dovetailing my karma and Krishna is not involved. You dovetail your karma, Krishna is providing you what you lack. And then you are doing your service. So that is one thing. As far as developing all the other qualities are concerned, the qualities of patience, tolerance, if you know the science of Krishna consciousness, there is no use of me being impatient. If I throw this there, then I know as per laws of nature, it will fall. It will go there and fall. Impatience means what? You don't recognize this. There is a process for this to go from here to there. Even physics we have learned. Is it instant? If I drop a ball, instantly it will go there? No. Time t it takes. Very simple example. Similarly, our chitta has to change. The circuitry in the chitta, in the brain, all has to change. It is all wired as per my past samskaras. So circuitry changing takes a necessary process. And that process is practice abhyasena tu vairagyena cha. We have to detach from old ways and practice new ways. You have to practice detaching from old ways and practice new ways. Both you have to do. We have to practice vairagya. That means this is not me. This is not me. This is anartha. Anartha means it is not for me. It is the artificially created one. That I should be disassociated from that. That's vairagya. So all these qualities are very essential for us to deal with the dirt and crystallize out as the real me should come out of this body. The real me should come out of this body. That is Krishna consciousness sadhana bhakti. The real me as servant of Krishna. Real me as a user of this machine. Not as a machine, as a user of this machine. So by association with devotees, by association with the whole sadhana program, you will develop all these good qualities. Most important thing is to read Prabhupada's books. If you don't read Prabhupada's books, you will not be able to do any of these things. Very difficult. Very difficult. Simply will be beating around empty husk with no rice inside. If there's rice inside, you beat it, rice will come out, husk will separate. Similarly, I want to be more tolerant, I want to be more patient. It is not in your hand. Simply you say, tomorrow I want to be more patient. You will again fail. You need transcendental knowledge. Because out of ignorance you are impatient. You need transcendental knowledge. You read Prabhupada's book, gradually it will develop. And then chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Chitta Shakti from the Nama Prabhu also comes into our heart. So without transcendental knowledge, good qualities also don't manifest. Because there is no reason you find why I should change my old qualities to new qualities. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, जगत गुरु शिल प्रभुपाद की जय.